Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Sena Medal, Commandant, Indian Military Academy, members of staff and officer cadets, I, Lieutenant Colonel Geeta Mishra, along with Officer Cadet Prasanna Ojha, welcome you all to the 152nd IMA Passing Out Parade of the 155 regular, 138 technical graduates, 53rd Special Commissioned Officers, and 44th Technical Entry Scheme courses.
देवियों और सज्जनों, सुप्रभात। लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल संदीप जैन, सेना मेडल, समादेशक, भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी के सदस्यों और प्रशिक्षुओं की ओर से 155 नियमित, 138 तकनीकी, 53 विशेष आयोग व 44 तकनीकी प्रवेश कोर्सों के दीक्षांत परेड के अवसर पर मैं आप सबका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं।
The Indian Military Academy is more than 90 years old. This parade ground, popularly called the Drill Square, is a sprawling expanse of tarmac measuring 240 meters by 60 meters. Across the Drill Square is the historic Chetwood building, which was constructed in the year 1930. It houses the famous Chetwood Hall and the Indian Military Academy Museum.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आपसे निवेदन है कि कृपया परेड के दौरान आप चित्र आदि लेने के लिए मैदान में न उतरें तथा परेड के दौरान अपने मोबाइल फोन बंद रखें। Ladies and gentlemen, let us now briefly acquaint you with the history of the Indian Military Academy. After the First World War having proven his worth, the Indian soldier earned the right to officer his own army. As a process of Indianization of the Indian Army, the Indian Military Academy came into existence on 1st October 1932 with a batch of 40 officer cadets comprising the first course, the Pioneers.
This trailblazer course included Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw and the two army chiefs, General Muhammad Musa of Pakistan and General Smith Dunn of Myanmar. The academy was formally inaugurated by Field Marshal Lord Philip Chetwood, the then Commander-in-Chief in India, on 10th December 1932, with Brigadier L.P. Collins as the first Commandant of the Indian Military Academy.
आज का ये दिन सचमुच गौरव और खुशी का दिन है। केवल अफसर कैडेट्स के लिए ही नहीं, अपितु उनके माता पिता और अकादमी के प्रशिक्षकों के लिए भी ये गर्व का विषय है। इस अवसर पर पूरा होता है एक संकल्प और शुरू होता है अगला उतना ही महान संकल्प, उतना ही दुर्गम लक्ष्य। समय ने करवट ली है और परिस्थितियां भी बदली हैं, पर आज भी एक व्यक्ति का अपनी सेना पर विश्वास पहले की तरह ही अटूट है। वो जानता है कि राष्ट्र के प्रहरी उस पर आंच न आने देंगे। भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का परम उद्देश्य है दिलेर और वीर अफसर तैयार करना, जो दुश्मन की गोलियों के बीच अपने जवानों का नेतृत्व कर सकें, उनके साथ कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर चल सकें और आवश्यकता पड़ने पर अपनी जान भी न्यौछावर कर सकें। It is indeed a proud moment today for the directing staff of the Indian Military Academy to see these young men take their first step towards the service of the nation. And now a word about the companies of the Indian Military Academy, the flags of which you can see onto your right, that is the east end of the Drill Square. Kohima Company, named after the Battle of Kohima, which stopped the tide of the Japanese offensive in India during the Second World War. The epitaph carved on the memorial of the 2nd British Division in the cemetery says it all. When you go back home, tell them of us and say, for their tomorrow, we gave our today.
Naushera Company, named after the Battle of Naushera, a remote township in Jammu and Kashmir, which witnessed gallantry of the highest order by Indian soldiers during the Indo-Pak War of 1947-48.
Punch Company, named after the Battle of Punch, fought during the Indo-Pak War of 1947-48, when the town of Punch was saved by a small contingent of erstwhile 1st Kumaon, now 3 Para Special Forces.
Alamein Company, named after the historic Battle of El Alamein in North Africa, which turned the tide in favor of the Allies in the Second World War. The role played by Indian soldiers as part of 5th Indian Division was incomparable and befitting the traditions and heritage of the Indian Army.
Megdala Company, named after the fierce battle fought for the capture of the town of Megdala in the Burma campaign in the Second World War.
Sangro Company, named after the Battle of River Sangro in Italy, fought during the Second World War, in which, as always, the Indian soldiers proved their worth.
Imphal Company, named after the famous battle fought around Imphal during the Japanese offensive of 1944. The battle is a fitting tribute to the fighting spirit and unshakable resolve of Indian soldiers.
Singhar Company, named after the famous fort captured by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, along with his brave general Tanaji Malusare and the dauntless Marathas.
Jessore Company, named after the Battle of Jessore in erstwhile East Pakistan that crippled the enemy's will to fight and paved the way for the formation of Bangladesh with the surrender of nearly 93,000 Pakistani troops in 1971.
Keren Company, named after the Battle of Keren, where a small town in North Ethiopia saw a daring act in which just 19 British and Indian battalions stormed the impregnable mountain fortress of Keren, defended by 42 battalions of Italian and colonial troops.
Casino Company, named after the Battle of Cassino in Italy, which witnessed one of the bloodiest battles of the Second World War, in which 400 brave, daring, and dauntless Indian soldiers went down fighting in a matter of just 6 weeks.
Zojila Company, named after the Battle of Zojila in Jammu and Kashmir, fought during the Indo-Pak War of 1947-48. It still remains the highest tank battlefield in the world. How can a man die better than facing fearful odds for the ashes of his father and the temples of his gods? Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy has an enviable history and its alumni have excelled in all spheres of military activity. They've edged stories of heroic valor in battlefields across the world. The officer cadets who've passed out from this academy have been awarded with 1 Victoria Cross, 1 George Cross, 1 George Medal, 70 Military Cross, 6 Param Veer Chakra, 17 Ashok Chakra, 2 Sarvottam Yudh Seva Medal, 83 Uttam Yudh Seva Medal, 85 Mahavir Chakra, 82 Kirti Chakra, 256 Veer Chakra, and 356 Shaurya Chakra awards.
In the last more than 90 years, the Academy has grown from strength to strength. From 40 officer cadets in 1932, the Academy now trains approximately 1,200 officer cadets at any one time. The Academy has commissioned 65,974 officer cadets as officers, including 2,982 officer cadets from 34 friendly foreign countries. On the west side, onto your left of the drill square, you can see the flags of all the friendly foreign countries from where the officer cadets are currently undergoing training at the Indian Military Academy. These include Afghanistan, Angola, Bhutan, Botswana, Bangladesh, Fiji, Ghana, Iraq, Jamaica, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Lesotho, Malaysia, Maldives, Mauritius, Myanmar, Nepal, Nigeria, Palestine, Papua New Guinea, Philippines, Seychelles, Singapore, South Africa, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Sierra Leone, Tajikistan, Tanzania, Tonga, Turkmenistan, Uganda, Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Yemen, and the Gambia.
Now a word about drill. Drill, as we know, is the bedrock of discipline and military life. To those of you who have an aesthetic disposition, drill movements will symbolize the very rhyme and rhythm of the poetry of a well-ordered life. And that's precisely the primary aim of this institution, to train our officer cadets in the art of cultivating a way of life in which the highest and the noblest attributes of character and courage and the four verticals of scholarly, soldierly, leadership, and gentlemanly training are not only blended, but also nurtured and nourished.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Academy Adjutant is assisted by the Assistant Adjutant and the Subedar Major Drill, along with the finest drill instructors of all arms of the Indian Army for exemplary drill discipline, conduct, and turnout during the training and the passing out parade. Subedar Major Narendra Ram is Subedar Major Drill of the Indian Military Academy. He was enrolled on 26 October 1993 into the 2 Kumaon Berar Battalion, the Kumaon Regiment. In his long career spanning over more than 30 years, he has served at the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir. He has served in counter-insurgency and counter-terrorism operations in Manipur in the year 1997 to 1999. He has served in Siachen Glacier in the year 2004 to 2005. He has served overseas under United Nations peacekeeping in Congo in the year 2012. He has also served in high altitude at North Sikkim in a bunker battalion. He has excelled in all his professional courses, including Army Drill Course, Ghatak Course, Platoon Commander Course, and the Potential Subedar Major Course. Prior to his present appointment, he has had one instructional tenure at National Defence Academy, Kharagwasla, Pune. He assumed the appointment of Subedar Major Drill at Indian Military Academy on 4 August 2023.
An alumnus of the National Defence Academy, Kharagwasla, and the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, Major Parth Mangesh Raut was commissioned into the 19th Battalion of the Garhwal Rifles on 10th June 2017. The officer has been a company commander in the high altitudes of Keren sector and has operational experiences both in the mountainous terrains of Jammu and Kashmir and also the scorching deserts of Rajasthan. The officer has excelled in all the professional courses of instruction and has been adjudged as instructor of all the weapons of an infantry battalion. A keen horse rider and an avid football and basketball player, Major Parth Mangesh Raut took over the appointment of Assistant Adjutant, Indian Military Academy on 18th June 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just heard was the sound of the markers call being given. This is the signal for the right markers, that is, the company sergeant majors to come and take their positions on the inspection line. The haloed drill square that we see before us is not a mere parade ground. It has a sanctity of its own, which is maintained at all times. Passing the square in the form of a stringent test is one of the most important events in the life of an officer cadet. The young men joining the Indian Military Academy come from the National Defence Academy, Kharagwasla, the Army Cadet College Wing, the Cadets Training Wing, and various universities across the country. The officer cadets will pass out full of zest and zeal with a prayer in their hearts. Help me, O God, when death is near, to mock the haggard face of fear, that when I fall, if fall I must, my soul may triumph in the dust.
देवियों और सज्जनों, आपके सामने निरीक्षण लाइन पर मार्च करते हुए अफसर कैडेट्स विभिन्न कंपनियों के कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर हैं। ये अपने कंपनियों के राइट मार्कर भी हैं। कंपनियों को अनुशासित ढंग से चलाने और हर कंपनी में घटने वाली हर घटना की जिम्मेदारी कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर की होती है। आपके सामने बाएं से दाहिने राइट मार्कर इस प्रकार हैं। कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर विकास, कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर कृष्णा शुक्ला, कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर जसप्रीत सिंह, कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर जीतू मित्र देव शर्मा, कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर नवांग थुपस्तान, कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर सुमित कुमार पाल। देवियों और सज्जनों, भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी एक ऐसा प्रतिष्ठित संस्थान है जहां न केवल भारत वरन विश्व के अनेक देशों के युवक राष्ट्रीय रक्षा अकादमी खड़कवासला, आर्मी कैडेट कॉलेज विंग व कैडेट्स ट्रेनिंग विंग के कैडेट्स सैन्य प्रशिक्षण हेतु प्रवेश करते हैं। देश की रक्षा, उसका सम्मान इनके लिए सर्वोपरि होता है। हर कदम पर एक नए आयाम को छूने का सपना एक अफसर कैडेट कड़ी मेहनत और लगन के पश्चात प्राप्त करता है। उसकी कार्यकुशलता पर राष्ट्र का सम्मान निर्भर करता है। यह चेहरे पर झलकता तेज, आंखों में भरा आत्मविश्वास और सामने युद्ध कौशल की धार देने वाले अपनी मातृ संस्था के प्रशिक्षकों के गर्व से उठे ये सिर हर एक अफसर कैडेट के मन में कर्तव्य निष्ठा का भाव उजागर करता है।
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the advance call. This is the signal for the parade, which at this moment is standing behind the Chetwood building to start marching and form up on the inspection line.
Climbing the heights or striding the valleys, defending the deserts or guarding the marshes, surveillance at sea and by securing the air, prime of your youth given to the nation. Wind chinks of our land vibrate your feet, we pray for you, O brave men. देवियों और सज्जनों, जो चेटवुड भवन आप सामने देख रहे हैं, इसी भवन में भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का आदर्श स्वर्णिम अक्षरों में अंकित है। इसे सेना ने भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी की स्थापना के साथ 1 अक्टूबर 1932 को ग्रहण किया था। भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का विधि पूर्वक उद्घाटन 10 दिसंबर 1932 को भारत के तत्कालीन कमांडर इन चीफ फील्ड मार्शल लॉर्ड फिलिप चेटवुड ने किया था। इस भवन का नाम इन्हीं के नाम पर चेटवुड भवन रखा गया है। अगर आप अपने बाएं ओर देखें, आप परेड को बैंड्स की धुन पर मार्च करते हुए पाएंगे। सीना ताने हुए देश के ये भावी कर्णधार ऊंची उमंगों को अपनी आंखों में समाये हुए बैंड्स की धुन पर यूं चले आ रहे हैं मानो एक विराट सागर ही उमड़ आया हो। इनके बाजुओं में है शक्ति, इनके शरीर में है फौलाद। देश के लिए जान देने वालों का ये उत्सव अपने आप में अनूठा है। आगे बढ़ते ये कदम इस संकल्प को दोहरा रहे हैं, भारत माता की शान में ये जान हमेशा हाजिर है। इनके कदमों की गर्जना ललकार रही है, हे भारत के वीर जगों, मैं तुम्हें जगाने आया हूं। 100 धर्मों का धर्म एक बलिदान बताने आया हूं। खड़ी शत्रु की फौज द्वार पर आज तुम्हें ललकार रही। उठो सिंह जगो भारत के, माता तुम्हें पुकार रही। मैं घर घर में इनकलाब की आग लगाने आया हूं। हे भारत के वीर जगो, मैं तुम्हें जगाने आया हूं। हे भारत के वीर जगो, मैं तुम्हें जगाने आया हूं। The parade, which is now marching on the inspection line, is led by Academy Cadet Adjutant Jatin Kumar. Ladies and gentlemen, right in front of you across the parade ground, 2 officer cadets are marching in from the central entrance of the Chetwood building. They are Flag Corporal Nauthan Metai and Flag Corporal Abhyuday Deo. They are escorting Major Parth Mangesh Raut, the Assistant Adjutant, Subedar Major Narendra Ram, Subedar Major Drill, and the Parade Commander, Academy Under Officer Pratham Singh. The escorts have traditionally been of the rank of corporals selected from amongst the officer cadets of the second term.
निशान तोले निशान फ्रंट पर
देवियों और सज्जनों, भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का निशान अब परेड पर लाया जा रहा है। जब परेड निशान को सलामी दे तो कृपया स्थिर अवस्था में खड़े हो जाएं और निशान को समुचित सम्मान दें एवं वर्दीधारी सैल्यूट करें। निशान को परेड पर ला रहे हैं निशान अधिकारी सीनियर अंडर ऑफिसर यदुवेंद्र सोलंकी। उनके दाहिने रक्षक हैं कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर आशु यादव एवं उनके बाएं रक्षक हैं कंपनी सार्जेंट मेजर विक्रम सिंह।
निशान को सलामी देगा सलामी जस्ट
परेड अब वरिष्ठ अधिकारियों का स्वागत करेगी और उन्हें सलामी देगी। परेड पर आने वाले पहले अधिकारी हैं भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी के उप समादेशक एवं मुख्य प्रशिक्षक मेजर जनरल आलोक नरेश।
Major General Alok Naresh is an alumnus of the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, and was commissioned into 27th Battalion of the Punjab Regiment in June 1988. The General Officer, during his illustrious military career, has undergone all mandatory courses of instruction with distinction. A graduate of Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, Senior Command Course at Army War College, Mau, and Higher Air Command Course at College of Air Warfare, Secunderabad. He attended Intelligence Fellows Program at United States Pacific Command, Hawaii, and also attended Advanced Professional Program in Public Administration at Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi. In his 36 years of distinguished military career, he has a varied and rich operational experience, wherein he served across a wide spectrum of conflicts and has held numerous important command, instructional, and staff appointments. His command assignments include command of an infantry battalion in high-altitude area in the eastern sector, including operations in Northeast, command of a Rashtriya Rifle sector in active counter-insurgency environment in the Kashmir Valley, and Inspector General Assam Rifles in Northeast. Having tenanted numerous important and sensitive appointments, he has served as Colonel General Staff of the Indian Military Academy, Colonel Quartermaster at Headquarters 16 Infantry Division, Colonel Administration at Headquarters Delhi area, and Directing Staff Higher Command Wing at Army War College, Mau. He has also tenanted the appointment of Deputy Assistant Chief of Integrated Defence Staff West at Headquarters Integrated Defence Staff, Counter-Terrorism Division, New Delhi, and Major General General Staff Approval and Plans, Headquarters Army Training Command at New Delhi. The General Officer assumed the appointment of Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, Indian Military Academy on 1st February 2024.
उप समादेशक महोदय आपके बाईं ओर से परेड मैदान की ओर आ रहे हैं। वे परेड मैदान मंच के पीछे निर्मित द्रोण द्वार से प्रवेश करेंगे। ऐसा माना जाता है कि आचार्य द्रोण ने इसी क्षेत्र में कौरवों और पांडवों को युद्ध शिक्षा दी थी। अतः परेड मैदान के इस द्वार को ये नाम शस्त्रों के महान ज्ञाता एवं प्रख्यात सेनापति आचार्य द्रोण के नाम पर दिया गया है। Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting the arrival of Major General Alok Naresh, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, Indian Military Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Alok Naresh, Deputy Commandant and Chief Instructor, Indian Military Academy.
General Salute! Salame! Just! Parade! March! Just! Parade! Stop!
परेड पर आने वाले अगले अधिकारी हैं लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल संदीप जैन, समादेशक भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी।
Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain was commissioned into the 13th Battalion of the Mahar Regiment in June 1988. He is an alumnus of the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun, a graduate of the Defence Services Staff College, Wellington. He has attended the Higher Command course at the Army War College, Mau, as well as the prestigious National Defence College at Kenya. In an illustrious career spanning over a period of more than 36 years, the General Officer has donated important command appointments in varied sensitive operational sectors. He has commanded his battalion in Plain Sector and United Nations Mission in Sudan, an infantry brigade in Plain Sector, General Officer commanding Counter-Insurgency Force, and General Officer commanding 16 Corps. His staff experience, both in operational and administrative domain, includes appointment in Military Operations Directorate, Military Secretary's Branch, Military Observer in Ethiopia, Colonel General Staff of an Infantry Division in Strike Corps, and Brigadier Quartermaster of a Pivot Corps in the Valley. As Additional Director General and Director General Capability Development Directorate, the General Officer has been instrumental in formalizing Defense Acquisition Procedure 2020 and executing emergency procurement schemes during Operation Snow Leopard. For his exemplary leadership and devotion to duty towards the nation, the General Officer has been decorated with Sena Medal and Chief of Army Staff Commendation Card. The General Officer assumed the appointment of Commandant, Indian Military Academy on 1st February 2024.
समादेशक महोदय, आपके बाएं ओर से परेड मैदान की ओर आ रहे हैं। आपके बाएं ओर का यह मार्ग शौर्य मार्ग कहलाता है। अकादमी का फैलाव आपके ठीक पीछे चक्राता मार्ग के दोनों ओर है। चक्राता मार्ग के दक्षिणी छोर का परिसर साउथ कैंपस तथा चेटवुड भवन वाला यह परिसर नॉर्थ कैंपस कहलाता है। साउथ कैंपस में करियप्पा, थिमैया, मानेकशॉ और भगत बटालियन स्थित हैं तथा नॉर्थ कैंपस में आर्मी कैडेट कॉलेज विंग स्थित है, जो कि भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का एक अभिन्न अंग है।
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Sena Medal, Commandant, Indian Military Academy.
Parade! General Salute! Salute! Just! Parade! March! Just! Parade! March! Up!
परेड पर आने वाले अगले अधिकारी हैं लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल देवेंद्र शर्मा, अति विशिष्ट सेवा मेडल, सेना मेडल, जनरल ऑफिसर कमांडिंग इन चीफ, हेडक्वार्टर्स, आर्मी ट्रेनिंग कमांड।
Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma is an alumnus of Mayo College, Ajmer, National Defense Academy, Khadakwasla, and Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. He was commissioned into the Sindh Horse on 19 December 1987. In a career spanning 37 years, he has a rich and varied experience in command, staff, and instructional appointments. He served with 11 Rajputana Rifles in Operation Rakshak in counter-insurgency operations, where he was conferred with the award of Sena Medal for gallantry. The General Officer is an alumnus of Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, College of Defence Management, Secunderabad, and Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi. He was awarded the Chief of Army Staff Trophy for standing first in the overall order of merit while doing Higher Defence Management course from College of Defence Management, Secunderabad. He has donated important staff and instructional appointments, which include Instructor Class C at National Defence Academy, Kadakwasla, Brigade Major of an Armoured Brigade, Assistant Military Secretary at Military Secretary's Branch, Colonel General Staff of an Armoured Division and Area Headquarters, Colonel Quartermaster of an Infantry Division, Brigadier General Staff Operations of a Strike Corps, Major General General Staff Operations and Chief of Staff, Headquarters Western Command. The General Officer has done 2 foreign assignments. He was General Staff Officer to Operations at Headquarters Indian Military Training Team, Bhutan, and later served as the Chief Military Personnel Officer at United Nations Organization and Stabilization Mission in Democratic Republic of the Congo. The General Officer, for his distinguished service, has been conferred with the Presidential Awards of Ati Vishisht Seva Medal. He is also a recipient of the Central Army Commander's Commendation Card and United Nations Force Commander's Appreciation. He assumed the appointment of General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Army Training Command on 1st July 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer Commanding-in-Chief, Headquarters, Army Training Command.
General Salute! Salame! Just! Just wisdom.
परेड अब आज के निरीक्षण अधिकारी महोदय का स्वागत करेगी। आज के निरीक्षण अधिकारी हैं सुप्रबल जनसेवा श्री प्रधान सेनापति महारथी अशोक राज सिकदल, नेपाली सेना, ऑनररी जनरल, भारतीय सेना।
General Ashok Raj Sikdal was commissioned from the Royal Nepalese Military Academy in 1988 into the Devi Dutt Battalion. Over his 37 years of military service, the General Officer has held several key command, staff, and instructional positions, both at home and abroad. He has successfully commanded Birdal Gulma, Rana Sher Battalion, Counter-Insurgency and Jungle Warfare School, Infantry Brigade, Division as well as Command Headquarters. The General Officer has served in key senior staff appointments including Director of the Military Operations, Director General of the Department of Staff Duties, Policy and Plans, Inspector General, Master General of Ordnance, Acting Chief of Staff and Chief of General Staff. Prior to taking over as the Chief of Army Staff, Nepalese Army, he was tenating the appointment of Vice Chief of Army Staff. He successfully led the US-Nepal 3rd Land Force talk held from 27th to 25th March 2022 in United States of America. He has vast experience of working under various United Nations missions, including United Nations Protection Force in Yugoslavia, United Nations military operations in Tajikistan as observer, and as Headquarters Staff Training Officer at United Nations Mission in Liberia as part of peacekeeping operations. The General Officer is an alumnus of several prestigious military institutions. Having completed the Army Command and Staff course and Higher Command and Management course from Nepal, Global Peace Operations Initiative Training and Defense Management course from India, and National Defense College from China, he holds master's degree in political science and strategic studies. During COVID-19 pandemic, the General Officer served as the Secretary of the COVID Crisis Management Center. He is recognized within his professional circle as a studious and responsive leader with a keen insights into national and international strategic matters. The General Officer has been honored with several prestigious awards, both domestically and internationally, including the Sainik Driga Seva Patta and Suprabal Jan Seva Shri. He has received the Chief of Army Staff Commendation Badge twice. He took over as the Chief of Army Staff, Nepalese Army, on 9th September 2024 and has been conferred with the honorary rank of General of the Indian Army by the President of India.
Ladies and gentlemen, the passing out parade marks the commissioning of officer cadets, welcoming them into the fraternity of the Corps of Officers. It is endeavored that all the service chiefs, including friendly neighbors, review this parade at least once in their tenure besides the supreme commanders.
Ladies and gentlemen, the four-horned Patiala coach, a legacy of the state of Patiala, gifted to the Indian Military Academy by the then Maharaja of Patiala, Maharaja Bhupinder Singh, is used by the reviewing officer. Ladies and gentlemen, you can now witness the reviewing officer arriving through the Shaurya Marg to your left.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will soon hear the fanfare heralding the arrival of today's reviewing officer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Suprabal Jan Seva Shri, General Ashok Raj Sigdal, Chief of Army Staff, Nepalese Army and Honorary General of the Indian Army, the reviewing officer for today's parade.
माननीय अतिथिगण, अब निरीक्षण अधिकारी परेड का निरीक्षण करने जा रहे हैं। उनके साथ हैं भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी के समादेशक और उनके ठीक पीछे हैं आज के परेड कमांडर।
Ladies and gentlemen, just above the entrance of the historic Jetwood building, you can see the crest of the Indian Military Academy. The crest is comprised of the crossed swords of the profession of arms, with a flaming torch symbolizing knowledge, superimposed in the middle by the Dharma Chakra of Ashok. The scroll bears the inscription Veerta or Vivek, meaning valor and wisdom. The colors of the academy are steel grey and blood red. The steel grey denotes strength and resilience, whereas blood red signifies the ultimate sacrifice in devotion to duty. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 military bands on parade today. They are the Indian Military Academy Band, the Dogra Regimental Center Band, and 11 Gorkha Rifles Regimental Center Band. They are being conducted by Havaldar Vikram Singh of the Indian Military Academy Band. Ladies and gentlemen, you can now see the adjutant, Lieutenant Colonel Gajendra Singh Sidhu, on his grey charger, Zoravar. The Academy adjutant, astride his charger, is a symbol of authority and discipline. An alumnus of Sainik School Kunjpura and National Defence Academy Khadakwasla, Lieutenant Colonel Gajendra Singh Sidhu was commissioned into 22nd Battalion of the Rajput Regiment on 13th June 2009. The officer has been an instructor at the Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. He has also served on a United Nations peacekeeping mission in Democratic Republic of the Congo. The officer has an operational experience of counter-insurgency operations along the line of control and counter-terrorist operations as part of Rashtriya Rifles in Jammu and Kashmir. A graduate of Defence Services Staff College, Wellington, Lieutenant Colonel Gajendra Singh Sidhu assumed the appointment of adjutant on 17 June 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, the parade commander is now marching back to take his position in order to lead the parade. The exemplary drill movements, immaculate bearing, and a roaring command give us a glimpse of a leader in making.
Parade! Sultan! Parade! Nicketler! Chal! Parade! निकट कलमते चार से मत से गुजरो अपॉइंटमेंट कंडीशन आगे प्रेट दने चलिगो दने बक
माननीय अतिथिगण, भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी को पहला निशान द किंग कलर 18 नवंबर 1934 को प्रदान किया गया था। देश की आजादी के पश्चात 10 दिसंबर 1965 को भारत के तत्कालीन राष्ट्रपति डॉक्टर सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन ने अकादमी को निशान प्रदान किया। अकादमी का नया निशान 15 दिसंबर 1976 को भारत के तत्कालीन राष्ट्रपति श्री फखरुद्दीन अली अहमद द्वारा प्रदान किया गया था। इसी दिन पुराने निशान को ऐतिहासिक चटपुट भवन में यादगार चिन्ह का स्थान मिला। परेड इस समय विजय भारत की धुन पर मार्च कर रही है। नौजवानों का ये जोश, उनका उत्साह, एक साथ उठते ये हाथ, एक साथ बढ़ते ये कदम, उभरा हुआ सीना प्रमाणित करता है इस बात को कि देश सुरक्षित है इन हाथों में। ये कदम इसी तरह आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे, तिरंगे का सर सदा ऊंचा रहेगा। इनके कदमों की आवाज हमें बता रही है कि आखिरी गोली, आखिरी सांस तक लड़ते रहेंगे ये वीर।
The number of alumni who've been decorated in war is legion. Most of them have had their baptism in fire in the war since independence. Some where blizzard and snowstorms rule. Some where the wind blows full of sand. Some where the waves hold argument with the sky. And some in the uncharted space above. But like professional soldiers, they were conscious of the hazards of the profession they had chosen and were aware of the contribution they were making to safeguard the sovereignty of our nation.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will notice that the first contingent approaching the saluting dais is carrying a red flag. This is the Chief of Army Staff banner which is presented every term to the champion company and therefore has the proud privilege of being a part of the first contingent on parade. देवियों और सज्जनों, जब भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का निशान आपके सामने से गुजरे तो कृपया खड़े होकर निशान को सम्मान दें एवं वर्दीधारी सैल्यूट करें।
The first officer cadet leading the parade is Academy Under Officer Pratham Singh. He is followed by a contingent of battalion appointments led by Battalion Under Officer Mayank Dhyani. Behind them is the first contingent, the champion company of the previous term, proudly led by Senior Under Officer Agraj Agarwal. The second contingent is led by Senior Under Officer Sandeep Lokhande. The third contingent is being led by Senior Under Officer Soham Kesarwani. The Nishan Toli, proudly carrying the Indian Military Academy colours, is led by Senior Under Officer Yaduvendra Solanki, and the escorts are Company Sergeant Major Ashu Yadav and Company Sergeant Major Vikram Singh. The fourth contingent is led by Senior Under Officer Nishant. The fifth contingent is led by Senior Under Officer Abhishek Pundir. The sixth contingent is led by Senior Under Officer Dole Pratham Vivek. Leading the last contingent is Platoon Cadet Captain Pratham Pandey. Bringing up the rear of the parade is the Academy Cadet Adjutant Jatin Kumar, marching all by himself. At the end, mounted on his charger, is the Adjutant of the Indian Military Academy, Lieutenant Colonel Gajendra Singh Sidhu.
कदम से कदम मिलाकर चलते इन वीरों का आज यही उद्घोष है। बाधाएं आती है आए, घिरे प्रलय की घोर घटाएं, पांव के नीचे अंगारे, सिर पर बरसे यदि ज्वालाएं, निज हाथों से हंसते हंसते आग लगाकर चलना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा, कदम मिलाकर चलना होगा।
Ladies and gentlemen, the parade is now marching on the inspiring tune of Sare Jahan Se Acha, formerly known as Tarana-e-Hind, the anthem of the people of Hindustan. In all nations and at all times, martial music has accompanied feats of arms, serving the twofold purpose of inspiring the troops to fight, and as a method of conveying orders. It was used in times of battle as means of invoking that grand passion which the finest of oration could not.
देवियों और सज्जनों, देश के बाहर हो या भीतर, युद्ध काल हो या शांति काल, सशस्त्र सेना का काम निरंतर जारी रहता है और उसकी महत्ता कभी कम नहीं होती। सशस्त्र सेना ही आज देश की सबसे गौरवशाली संस्था है। भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी निर्माण करती है देश के इन भावी कर्णधारों का, जो न केवल दुश्मनों से जूझते हैं बल्कि देश के सम्मुख आई किसी भी परिस्थिति का सामना करते हैं। सच ही कहा गया है, हिम्मत वालों का डर से कोई वास्ता नहीं होता। हम कदम वहां रखते हैं जहां कोई रास्ता नहीं होता। युद्ध के दौरान ये ही नौजवान अपने साथ साथ कई और सैनिकों की रक्षा का भी दायित्व संभालते हैं। फिर एक दिन इन्हीं की सांस बन जाती है देश की धड़कन, इनके कदम बन जाते हैं देश का विकास, और इन्हीं का खून बन जाता है देश का रक्षक।
Ladies and gentlemen, you can now see the adjutant moving to take his position at the western end of the drill square. The adjutant is mounted on his grey charger, Zoravar. The historic Chetwood building that you see in its entire splendor in front of you is named after Field Marshal Sir Philip Chetwood, who inaugurated the Indian Military Academy on 10th December 1932. And gave us on that day the abiding touchstone of leadership and soldiering, the Chetwood Credo. The safety, honor, and welfare of your country come first, always and every time. The honor, welfare, and comfort of the men you command come next. Your own ease, comfort, and safety come last, always and every time. In a short while from now, the parade will reform and move forward in review order for presentation of awards and for the address of the reviewing officer.
समीक्षा क्रम में मध्य से चल
Ladies and gentlemen, now the presentation ceremony for the award winners will take place. The award winners for Autumn Term 2024 are the Sword of Honor, awarded to the Officer Cadet adjudged overall best amongst the passing out course, and the Silver Medal, awarded to the Officer Cadet standing second in the overall order of merit of the passing out course. The winner is Academy Cadet Adjutant Jatin Kumar. The Gold Medal, awarded to the Officer Cadet standing first in the overall order of merit of the passing out course. The winner is Academy Under Officer Pratham Singh.
Sir!
The Bronze Medal, awarded to the Officer Cadet standing third in the overall order of merit of the passing out course. The winner is Battalion Under Officer Mayank Dhyani. The Technical Entry Scheme Silver Medal, awarded to the Officer Cadet standing first amongst the technical entries of the passing out course. The winner is Wing Cadet Captain Mahipal Singh. The Technical Graduate Course Silver Medal, awarded to the Officer Cadet standing first amongst the technical graduates of the passing out course. The winner is Junior Under Officer Chirag Yadav. The medal for the Best Officer Cadet standing first amongst the officer cadets from friendly foreign countries. The winner is Officer Cadet Prabin Pandey from Nepal. The Chief of Army Staff banner presented to the Champion Company of Autumn Term 2024. The winner is Jessore Company.
Rabak! Jigalo!
If you take your attention towards your left, you will see that the Chief of Army Staff banner is now being returned to the Academy by Junior Under Officer Bharat Sharma. It shall be presented to the Champion Company of the Autumn Term 2024.
Rabak! Come! Rabak! Dynastic! Techal!
A banner carrier is now being slung across the right shoulder of Junior Under Officer Lokinder Singh of Jasor Company to enable him to receive the Chief of Army Staff banner. The Sword of Honor is the most coveted recognition that an officer cadet aspires to possess. It is given for the best overall performance by an officer cadet in military training, academics, sports, and extracurricular activities. The Sword of Honor has become a symbol signifying best of the best. The tradition was started with the first course, the Pioneers, when Officer Cadet Smith Dunn, who later became the Commander-in-Chief of the Burmese Army, was awarded with the sword in 1934. Now, Subedar Major Narendra Ram, Subedar Major Drill, will accompany the reviewing officer for prize distribution ceremony. The reviewing officer will now present medals to the award winners for Autumn Term 2024. Winner of the Sword of Honor and the Silver Medal, Academy Cadet Adjutant Jatin Kumar. Winner of the Gold Medal, Academy Under Officer Pratham Singh. Winner of the Bronze Medal, Battalion Under Officer Mayank Dhyani. Winner of the Technical Entry Scheme Silver Medal, Wing Cadet Captain Mahipal Singh. Winner of the Technical Graduate Course Silver Medal, Junior Under Officer Chirag Yadav. Winner of the Medal for Best Officer Cadet from Friendly Foreign Countries, Officer Cadet Prabin Pandey from Nepal. Winner of the Chief of Army Staff banner, Jasor Company. Ladies and gentlemen, the medal winners are now marching back to take their positions. It is indeed a proud moment for them, as well as for all those who've been associated with their training here, and of course for their parents and loved ones.
पुरस्कार विजेता अब परेड पर अपना स्थान ले रहे हैं। अपने इस प्रदर्शन के लिए न केवल अफसर कैडेट्स अपितु उनके प्रशिक्षक और भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का स्टाफ भी गौरव का अनुभव कर सकते हैं। इस सत्र के चीफ ऑफ आर्मी स्टाफ बैनर के विजेता हैं जिसौर कंपनी। इस कंपनी के अफसर कैडेट्स के लिए भी यह गौरवान्वित होने का अवसर है। यह बैनर इस कंपनी के अफसर कैडेट्स को अगले सत्र तक लैंड यार्ड दाहिने कंधे पर लगाने का विशेषाधिकार प्रदान करता है।
Ladies and gentlemen, the primary aim of this institution is to present to the nation strong and daring military leaders. Undoubtedly, the institution can take justifiable pride in the fact that its alumni have brought glory to themselves and their alma mater on the battlefield time and again. The number of gallantry awards won by alumni is ample testimony to this fact. Ladies and gentlemen, the reviewing officer will now address the parade.
GOC in Chief, Army Training Command, Lieutenant General Devendra Sharma, अति विशिष्ट सेना मेडल, Commandant, Indian Military Academy, Lieutenant General Sandeep Jain, Sena Medal, Deputy Commandant and Generals, esteemed guests, officers, cadets of the Indian Military Academy, proud parents and guardians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a warm good morning. It is a matter of immense honor and privilege to stand before the future torchbearers of one of the oldest, largest and most distinguished military academies of the world. I would like to congratulate you, the officers cadets, and all the award winners passing out here today in the Indian Military Academy for a most impressive parade. It was marked by your impeccable turnout, flawless drill, and unmistakable pride in profession. Allow me to express my profound gratitude in being invited to review this passing out parade. It is a clear testament of long and strong bond of comradeship and cooperation that has historically existed between the Nepali Army and the Indian Army. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank General Upendra Dwivedi, Chief of the Army Staff, Indian Army, and through him, the Government of India for this distinct honor. Furthermore, my capacity as an Honorary General of the Indian Army makes this opportunity particularly meaningful for me. The Indian Military Academy, as a beacon of excellence, has produced leaders who have not only shaped the course of the story within the India, but across the world. This academy holds a very special place even within the Nepali Army. More than 200 Nepali cadets have passed out through this same drill square and gone on to achieve very high ranks within the Nepali Army, including 4 chiefs of the army staff of Nepali army. Here, this morning, I know that two Nepali officers cadets, along with 35 foreign officers cadets, stand shoulder to shoulder with you, eagerly waiting to take those final steps towards the beginning of an exciting new journey. As you stand here for the last time on this drill square as officers cadet, I am conscious of the feeling of excitement and anticipation that must be going through your minds. 37 years ago, I too experienced similar feeling of elation and satisfaction. A sense of fulfillment, yet tempered with wonder and caution at what lies ahead. Quite rightly so, as the journey ahead is not an easy one, but it is one of the most rewarding and honorable works of the life. Military service demands a lifelong pursuit of growth and excellence. We are honor-bound to an unlimited contract with the nation and people, resolved even to make the ultimate sacrifice should the need arise. In the days ahead, you will sometimes face seemingly insurmountable challenges, but you will also enjoy numerous opportunities. You will grow both as leaders and as individuals. This academy, through its multifaceted, dynamic, and challenging training, has made sure that you are ready to do so. And the motto of this academy, valor and wisdom, perfectly captures the balance you must strive for throughout your careers. As an honorary general of the Indian Army and the chief of the army staff of one of the oldest standing armies, let me share a few lessons which believe I stood test of time and transcend across all military forces. Officer cadets, as you soon embark on your lives beyond the protective boundaries of this academy, you will face a future environment that is invariably multi-domain, multi-theater, and multi-sectorial. It will be marked by multi-pronged challenges in terms of rapidly changing threats, roles, structures, doctrine, and emerging disruptive technologies. You will serve from the highest altitude to the lowest depth, from the coldest glacier to the hottest deserts, and from the loneliest jungle to the densest urban centers. The tempo of modern operations is arguably so high, few humans can endure it for long. Yet, you will be expected to not only survive, but to lead and thrive in such environments. An early battle to win will be the one inside yourself. Even as you wade through the distraction of modern life and intense pressures of society, you must emerge masters of your profession, yet bear humility and unquestionable integrity that earn you the genuine respect of your subordinates. As you build your wealth of learning, laced with experience, your ability to bear incisive intuition will also grow. If sometimes you stumble, pick yourself up. Drawing lessons each time to spring back stronger. And as you move up the ranks, how you optimize the balance between three key factors of time, objectives, and relationships will largely determine the level of your success. Key to that will be the management of relations, the struggle to maintain fine balance between the professionals and the personal, which is largely also a function of time management. Through it all, your family will often be a strong pillar, soaring you up as you navigate through your most difficult chapter. As young officer cadets and young officers, your role on the battlefield will essentially be to execute national policy forward of the start line. Valor will carry you through difficult times, and wisdom will help you carve out the best path forward. Officer cadets, it is not always within our control what happens around us, but it is certainly within our control how we conduct ourselves at all times. Down the road, when you are in your first firefight or in a high-risk situation, and you suddenly become acutely aware of your platoon members, all anxiously looking towards you, awaiting the next order, then you will know what I mean. As the ancient strategist Chanakya wisely noted way back in 4th century BC, your karma decides your future. Hence, trust that you will progress by the merit of your actions rather than your credentials. Fortunately, you, the noble son of IMA, can go forth, confident and reassured in the knowledge that you have had some of the best possible leadership and professional training available at your level. Indeed, it is no surprise that you all are present on this glorious parade ground here today. Each and every one of you possesses and has clearly demonstrated the unique attributes that military service requires of its brave men and women in uniform. On behalf of the uniform fraternity, let me offer my heartfelt gratitude to the families and guardians proudly following your progress, be they at home or present here with us today, for encouraging you to heed this most noble of professional callings. I can imagine that many of you present here have traveled significant distance from across the world. This is a true testament to the global reputation of the Indian Military Academy. I thank you for your gracious presence here with us today. Finally, let me reiterate that I am truly, deeply grateful for the opportunity to review this world-class passing out parade. It has been an inspiring experience and a singular honor. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all new officers as you step into your new roles as guardians of the nation. I commend the Commandant and all ranks of the Academy for their tremendous accomplishment and standards displayed in accordance with the highest tradition of the Indian Army and the profession of the arms. Officer cadets, with first-rate training, this academy, particularly the instructors, faculty members, and staffs, have provided you the tools of your profession. May your valor inspire others to follow, and your wisdom guide your decisions. Lead with honor and embrace every challenge, turning them into opportunities. You are the future of the great force represented here, the warriors of tomorrow. May success accompany all your endeavor and your legacy echo for generations to come. We shall look upon you with pride and root for you every step the way. I wish you all the best in your journey ahead. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bread! Sabdan!
भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी का निशान अब परेड मैदान से बाहर ले जाया जाएगा। आपसे निवेदन है कि जब परेड निशान को सलामी दे तो आप खड़े हो जाएं एवं वर्दीधारी सैल्यूट करें।
निशान तलब! निशान का लजब! निशान तलब! मात सब! तज्जब!
The officer cadets in the Nishan Toli have displayed exemplary skills in drill, bearing, and turnout. It is a matter of great honor and privilege for them to be carrying the colors of the Indian Military Academy, and the memory of which will make them swell with pride today and forever.
Ladies and gentlemen, the honor and pride of the Indian Military Academy, that is the colors, shouldered by the officer cadets of the passing out course, are being carried off the parade ground.
Bread! Punjab! Just!
Ladies and gentlemen, the officer cadets of the passing out course are now forming up again to take formal leave from the academy, which has been their home for more than a year. If you look behind the passing out course, you will see officer cadets of the second term take their position at the Chetwood corridor to salute the passing out course as a mark of honor and respect to their seniors.
Parade! अंदर को चलेगा धन्यवाद बट parade धन्यवाद से तचर parade दिन में बारी बारी से तेरे चाल से अंतिम पक्ष से गुजरेगा परेड धन्यवाद धन्यवाद से विराट चल
देवियों और सज्जनों, अब ये अफसर कैडेट्स भारतीय सैन्य अकादमी से विधि पूर्वक विदा ले रहे हैं। धीमी गति से मार्च करते ये वीर चटवुड भवन में प्रवेश से पहले अंतिम पग को पार करेंगे।
Ladies and gentlemen, very shortly, 3 Cheetah helicopters from the 23 Independent Reconnaissance and Observation Flight will fly past the saluting days to honor the success of the passing out course as the passing out officer cadets approach the Antim Pag. The elite formation is being led by Lieutenant Colonel Vikramjit Singh, followed by Lieutenant Colonel Sujoy Ghorpade Sena Medal and Major Krishna Kumar Beniwal. We, along with them, wish the officer cadets of the passing out course good fortune and glorious years of service to the nation in keeping with the highest traditions of the Academy and the Indian Army. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? These lines are a fitting tribute to the days gone by of a lifelong friendship and bond between the officer cadets fostered here at the Indian Military Academy and has never failed to bring back fond memories to many minds, nostalgia to many hearts, and tears to many eyes.
सच है विपत्ति जब आती है कायर को ही टहलाती है। सूरमा नहीं विचलित होते, क्षण एक नहीं धीरज खोते। विघ्नों को गले लगाते हैं, कांटों में राह बनाते हैं। शूलों को मूल नसाते हैं, बढ़ खुद विपत्ति पर छाते हैं। आज ये नौजवान इसी दृढ़ निश्चय और इन्हीं फौलादी इरादों के साथ जीवन के अगले पड़ाव की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं।
आज का दिन सचमुच गौरवपूर्ण है। इन युवा अफसरों के साथ इनके अभिभावकों और प्रशिक्षकों के लिए भी। आज दुनिया की आंख लगी है इन वीरों पर, इनके सामर्थ्य और कार्यकुशलता पर अकादमी ने अवसर दिया है इन नौजवानों को कुछ कर दिखाने का, देश के लिए मर मिटने का, नए कीर्तिमान स्थापित करने का। ये अवसर है प्रतिज्ञाएं करने का, कुछ अपने देश से, कुछ अपने माता पिता से, कुछ अपने साथियों से और कुछ अपने आप से। मन समर्पित, तन समर्पित और यह जीवन समर्पित। चाहता हूं देश की धरती तुझे कुछ और भी दूं।
Antim Pak, or the last step, is imprinted on three main entrances of the Chetwood building from the drill square. This is a symbolic step which the officer cadets take to pass into the portals of the Chetwood Hall as officers. This is a moment no officer commissioned from the academy is ever likely to forget.
निष्ठा धैर्यं पराक्रमो दृढ़म् सत्य शौर्य च पौरुषं सहायं तेजो बुद्धिश्च विविधान्यनेकानि युक्तिरिविकासन्तु विजेतु कृमे. Firmness, courage, valor and steadfastness, truth, bravery and assistance to others, radiance, intellect and strategy. May they develop progressively to conquer all challenges. As the apostle of discipline, the presence of the adjutant for the passing out parade is in accordance with the customs and traditions of the academy. As per the records, the adjutant of the Indian Military Academy appeared on horseback for the first time in 1951. Ever since, the adjutants have very rarely walked on the drill square. They've appeared on their traditional grey chargers almost every time they were required on parade. Ladies and gentlemen, the adjutant of the Indian Military Academy will now give a salute to the reviewing officer, bringing a formal end to the passing out parade. In a short while from now, 3 helicopters will fly past the saluting days, displaying the National, the Army, and the Indian Military Academy flags.
Ladies and gentlemen, the band is now leaving the parade ground on the tunes of Ye Bharat Desh Hai Mera. This song has been arranged for military band by Major Mahendra Das NK. The tune was played for the first time at the beating retreat in 2014 at Vijay Chowk, New Delhi.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're requested to remain seated till the reviewing officer leaves the parade ground.
माननीय उपस्थित गण, आपसे निवेदन है कि निरीक्षण अधिकारी के चटवुड भवन में प्रवेश करने तक आप कृपया बैठे रहें.